scholarships. So, the good thing about Canadian schools is that
Yeah,
since it's more
that's-
socialized, it's a lot cheaper. It's
Alright.
like about as expensive as UC.
Very nice.
yeah.
Even for out of or out of
Even for
country.
out of country tuition.
Very
and it's
cool.
also like they want that diversity, so they try and accept like international
Oh,
students.
so you have a leg up. You have an
So,
advantage.
even though
Very
the
nice.
United States is, pretty common and like
Yeah.
it's kind of a
That's
giant
their
country,
neighbor.
Well,
they
Yeah.
still like
Could you? I know there's like a bunch of scholarships here for definitely different for diversity and stuff. Could you get a scholarship for being American?
Yeah. Ooh.
I don't
Is
know.
there affirmative action
I think
for
so.
Americans?
I don't know. I actually have
Interesting.
not checked in on affirmative action.
Yeah. Yeah.
Possibly that'd be awesome.
Mhm.
I know it's definitely like easier to get financial aid if you're American than
Oh,
in
that's
Canada, just
cool.
because I guess they depend on socialized system, and kids are able to afford it, but yeah, it's really cool because like I was kind of nervous that with the exchange rate it'd actually be like really far up, but at
Oh,
the
cheaper
moment,
though, wouldn't it be?
it's cheaper now. Last time we went, it was like the dollar versus Canadian dollar was like really bad.
Oh, I thought it was like $2 Canadian to $1 American dollar.
Yeah, it is now.
Okay,
Which is awesome. So
very
it's
nice.
like-
and
it was like-
hopefully it doesn't change halfway through.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping. Like,
Yeah.
we figure if I get in there and the exchange rate is still good, I'll just like change all my money then into
Yes.
Canadian dollars.
Ooh,
and
good
put it
plan.
in.
Change all your
once.
money for the whole 4 years.
Yeah. So I'll
Very
be set.
cool. And is
Um,
McGill hard to get into?
It is.
Okay.
The SAT scores I'm gonna need to work on, especially math. I'm fine for like the English and writing section, but my math scores are below average.
Okay.
The GPA is not that high, but I'm not sure if that's just because Canadian schools like don't
Oh.
weight as much.
That's what, you know what, I've actually heard that Canadian schools have way less grade inflation, which
Yeah.
means that kids are getting like B minuses when we as Americans would probably get A's.
Yeah.
So
I think
that
is
actually
probably
would make
it,
sense
so.
if that's the but then is the SAT, sorry, I know you said it, but it's higher there?
It's
or-
high, yeah. It's
Okay.
I mean it's not impossible. It's just it's like one of the higher
What is it
ranges.
actually?
I think for like English it's between like 650, 750. and
Okay,
then-
so it's one of the higher.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, with my English skills, like my English scores, it worked out. But and also with my subject test scores, the subject test
What
scores
did you
were
take
actually
the subject
surprisingly low.
tests on?
American history and French.
Oh, I took
and-
French.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And AP or not AP,
English
sorry.
lit. I'm gonna take
lit,
English
yeah.
lit. How was that?
It was actually surprisingly easy. I like didn't do as well as I thought I did, but like it was still pretty.
Yeah,
good,
that's what I've heard though. Is the English lit people are kind of surprised because it's a little bit tougher. Emily took it and she was telling me about how she just wishes she'd studied.
Yeah,
because it was
exactly.
like kind of weirdly detailed.
It was. It
So,
was.
and I'm planning on taking that. So,
Yeah. Good luck.
thanks. And Jack, what have you done testing wise?
I have done one subject test, 2 SATs.
Which
and
subject test?
I did chemistry.
Ooh, I took bio.
Yeah, it was kind of a bad choice considering chemistry was, even though like supposedly there's like a lot of math in chemistry, it's definitely different math, so it wasn't my strong point for this year, but I still took it, and actually for me I did surprisingly well.
Oh,
Still not
good.
like a great score. I'm not going to share it with you
Yeah,
guys.
no, it's fine. I was
but like better than I thought, so I was actually happy with that.
Good.
I'm still not sure if I'm going to send that in. I think
Yeah.
I'm still planning to take possibly, well, obviously math too. 'Cause that'll be fun.
Take math 1. I've heard the math one's way easier to get a better score on.
Well, it is, but I think like if you have taken pre-calc or trigonometry, you have to take
Oh,
math too, or if
Okay.
not, colleges like seeing like why
and
does
they
it-
don't like it?
They're in trig. If they've taken trig, they should be able to have taken
Okay.
math too.
So it's a harder one. Math
It's
two,
harder, yeah.
I see.
Yeah, I'm worried with McGill. Like they require that you take a SAT 2 in math for like some classes. So I have to check and see like if the major that I want to follow is
Yeah.
like you have to take.
What
math,
major
'cause
do you
if so,
wanna
I'm
do?
screwed. Political science, I think, or
Okay.
like political communications.
Yeah, great idea. That would
type of
be very useful
Definitely.
in terms of because you kind of get an idea of what the system is, and then you
Definitely.
infiltrate the system. And
That-
very
that's
nice.
my plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
If I ever become a politician, I take that back.
Yeah, exactly. Leslie,
So-
make sure you.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, good. Well, and have either of you taken the ACT?
I have yet to do that. I would like to do that because I heard it's more math and science related.
Yeah, and I heard that Californians or West Coast people do like way better on that statistically than on the SAT. And East Coast kids do way better on the SAT.
Yeah,
So-
I think I've heard that too. I don't know why, though.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's the people who come out west and who have like an adventurous spirit.
Could be.
You know,
Is it
maybe there's
ACT
something
more
genetic
adventurous
or something.
Or?
Well, I think it's a little bit more like creative thinking. I don't know. I think there might be, correct me if I'm wrong, but like paragraph answers and stuff like that, though. I've just signed up for it, so I'm going to be taking it pretty soon. I'm nervous, though.
I signed up for it once, and then I got up and I realized it didn't have my ID.
So you were supposed to take it, but you
I was supposed to,
didn't.
yeah.
Oh,
So that
Jack.
was- that's how smart
Oh,
I am.
gosh. That's the worst.
At least I
like,
think, well, it's not that bad because
that's killer.
they give you it's like a rain check. I could take it again, but
yeah. Oh, but still, like, now you...
Yeah, that's horrible.
Bummer. So you've taken the SAT twice, though.
yes, I have.
And did you get an... You don't have to say the score, but are you okay with your scores?
No, actually, I'm not. And
Oh.
I did very well in the math the first time, and then so the second time I focused on English.
Mm-hmm.
Did very well in the English the second time and decreased in math score, so I got the exact same score the second time.
Oh, but you know
Wow.
what? They look at
I know they like take
the separate ones.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
Even so, it
Yeah.
bothered me because I was like, oh, cool. I looked at the English scores first, and I was like, oh, like, I got better scores.
Good.
than
And then you're like, oh,
Oh.
that's really funny.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Well, no,
kind
it's
of
not funny,
it's not funny, but it's like a teeny bit.
Yeah, I
It's
know what
like,
you mean.
you know.
ironic. I
And
guess I
then
should say.
what about college counseling for you guys? Do you have anything at Petaluma High or?
We have counselors assigned to us,
Mhm.
but honestly, they don't do us any good. I don't think.
My
Aw.
college counselor keeps trying to convince me that the JC is really the
Yeah.
right option.
No,
Yeah.
the college counselors want you to go to the JC.
They're not like college. I mean, they're our high
They're
school
just high school
counselors.
counselors.
But they,
That,
yeah,
or
they're.
Aw.
they pretend to be college counselors, so it's, it's
That's really sad.
yeah, it's like
though.
they basically
Are
say,
they like paid
you
by
know,
the JC? Why would they
I don't know what they
like
do.
suggest that so
I
much?
actually don't know.
Is there a motivation
why.
for that?
I do see the good reason to go to JC. The first 2 years are
Yeah,
very cheap,
definitely.
and then you can transfer
Wherever.
pretty much wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, you stay in the same
Petaluma.
city for another 2 years, same kids, same
Yeah.
maturity level.
Yeah, that's
honestly,
what
I
I
think.
don't-
Oh, yeah. So, and that's also a lot of our friends, or a lot of people we know, are actually gonna go to the Petaluma or Santa Rosa JC.
Mhm.
So that's a common option in our town, is the junior college option.
Yeah, definitely.
But,
We have
um,
a large percentage from our school go to
Well,
the
yeah, I
JCs,
think
yeah.
at Petaluma High, it's what is it? It's like 16% who go to colleges. It might be less than that.
Yeah, it's
It's pretty low.
a lot of it is because of financial need, I think,
Yeah.
because it's so expensive to go straight into
It's
like
true.
a four-year school that like
I don't think it is. Yeah, because I don't think it is academically. I think Pelham is actually pretty high up academically. I think it is mainly financially. Like this year, we had like 9 kids get into Berkeley. Oh, we only had 1 get into Stanford, but that's because
Wow.
Stanford's very I think financially well off,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
they don't have to. They can still pick and choose who they want.
Yeah.
Mhm. No, it's true though. It's kind of like, especially with a crisis, it's
Yeah.
very hard for a lot of kids. Yeah, that's why like half the kids I know who are going to JC are just going so they can transfer.
Yeah.
So, I guess
Yeah,
that makes
that's
sense.
what like this whole morning I spent talking to my mom like about how much money I have and like how much I
Mhm.
can spend on college and stuff, and like
Yeah.
thinking about trying to take out student loans but going
Ooh,
into
it's so
a
scary,
career as an
though.
activist,
That's
like
the
you don't make
thing.
money.
Yeah,
so
you can't have, and student loans can get so scary. They just like,
You should just win the lottery. And then
yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? Sign up for some kind of raffle or.
I just signed up for a raffle for $100,000 scholarship yesterday.
Ooh, how'd you? What's it through?
Just some like random modeling school.
Oh my
like,
gosh,
that
are you
wants to
serious?
encourage for your college type things.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Do you have to model for them or something?
no,
like how
it was
are you?
just like a booth at the fair that was like
All right.
sign
very
up,
nice.
luck and chance, and it was neat. It's like-
Okay. So it was really great to have you guys on. This is not Abby's Road. This is a preliminary conversation, and both Leslie and Jack are coming in next week on July 13th, and we'll be having a group discussion with Brian W.M. Niles and one or two college seniors that he's bringing in. He'll be giving us some advice, and we